multiplication. Let us consider an example to learn the meaning. In this example, there are 2 flowers in each box. When you count the total number of flowers, you get 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is equal to 8. This means 2 is taken 4 times, and when it is added, it gives us 8. In other words, 2 multiplied by 4 gives 8. Or in short, 2 fours are 8. Consider another example. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 15. This means when 3 is taken 5 times, and when it is added, it gives us 15. In other words, 3 multiplied by 5 gives 15, or 3 fives are 15. This means when we start saying the 3 times table from 3 ones are 3, we have to say up to 3 fives are 15. Let us now learn what you mean by multiplicand, multiplier, and the product. Here you can see the example in horizontal arrangement of multiplication and also in vertical arrangement of multiplication. In 5 multiplied 3 is equal to 15. We multiply 5 by 3. This means we say 5 times table up to 5 threes are. Hence, 5 is called the multiplicand and 3 is called the multiplier. When we say the multiplication table up to 5 threes are, we get the answer as 15. This 15 is called the product. Let us consider another example. 6 into 2 is 12. Here we multiply 6 by 2. This means we say 6 times multiplication table up to 6 twos are. So, 6 is called the multiplicand and 2 is called the multiplier. When we say 6 times table up to 6 twos are, we get the answer 12. Therefore, 12 is called the product. The next example is 7 into 4 is equal to 28. Here, when we say 7 times multiplication table up to 7 fours are, we get the answer as 28. Therefore, 7 is the multiplicand, 4 is the multiplier, and 28 is the product. From these examples, we come to know that multiplication is an operation. The number to be multiplied is called the multiplicand. The number by which we multiply is called the multiplier. And the number we get by multiplying the multiplicand by the multiplier is called the product. Now, let us solve a few examples from the exercise given on page number 2. Question 1. Fill in the blanks. 1. 4 multiplied by 8 means saying 4 times table till 4 eighths. 2. 5 multiplied by 6 means saying the dash times table till dash. The answer is 5 multiplied by 6 means saying the 5 times table till 5 sixes. Third, 3 multiplied by 9 means saying the 3 times table till dash nines. The answer is 3 multiplied by 9 means saying the 3 times table till 3 nines. Question 2. From the given examples of multiplication, select the multiplicand, the multiplier, and the product and write them in the proper boxes. 1. 5 into 5 is equal to dash. Here we can say 5 times table till 5 times r, we get the answer as 25. So we will write 25 in the box of the product. Therefore, 5 is the multiplicand, 5 is the multiplier, and 25 is the product. 2. 4 into 6 is equal to dash. When we say 4 times table, we get 4 sixes are 24. So, 4 is the multiplicand, 6 is the multiplier, and 24 is the product. Third, 2 into 4 is equal to dash. 2 fours are 8. Here, the multiplicand is 2, multiplier is 4, and the product is 8. Fourth, 2 into 8 is equal to dash. 2 eights are 16. Here, 2 is the multiplicand, 8 is the multiplier, and 16 is the product. Fifth, 5 into 7 is equal to dash. 5 sevens are 35. Here, 5 is the multiplicand, 7 is the multiplier, and 35 is the product. Well, that's the end of the chapter. Properties of multiplication. Look at this example. Here, we can see that there are 2 rows with 3 objects each. This means 2 times 3 objects are given. Hence, the total number of objects are 6. That is, 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6. In this example, 2 is the multiplicand, 3 is the multiplier, and 6 is the product. Now, look at this arrangement. The same objects are arranged in the other way. Here, we can see that there are 3 rows with 2 objects each. This means 3 times 2 objects are given. Hence, here also the total number of objects are 6. That is, 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6. In this example, 3 is the multiplicand, 2 is the multiplier, and 6 is the product. From this, we can understand that 2 multiplied 3 is equal to 3 multiplied 2, which is equal to 6. Let us take one more example. 4 multiply 5 is equal to 20. Here, 4 is the multiplicand, 5 is the multiplier, and 20 is the product. Now let's interchange the multiplicand and the multiplier. When we take 5 as the multiplicand, 4 as the multiplier, then also the product that we get is 20. That is, 5 into 4 is equal to 20. Thus, from this we learnt that 4 into 5 is equal to 5 into 4, which is equal to 20. To conclude, we get the same product even when the multiplier and multiplicand change places. By using the same property, we can write 2 into 0 is equal to 0 into 2, which is equal to 0. 5 into 0 is equal to 0 into 5, which is again equal to 0. In the first example, we can see that when 2 is multiplied by 0 or when 0 is multiplied by 2, we get the product as 0. In the second example, we can see that when 5 is multiplied by 0 or when 0 is multiplied by 5, we get the product as 0. Thus, to conclude, from this, we can understand that when any number is multiplied by 0, the product that we get is 0. In other words, the product of any number and 0 is 0. Now, look at this example. 1 into 4 is equal to 4 into 1, which is equal to 4. In this example, we can see that when 1 is multiplied by 4 or 4 is multiplied by 1, we get the product as the same number 4. Let's take another example. 1 into 3 is equal to 3 into 1, which is equal to 3. In this example, we can see that when 1 is multiplied by 3 or 3 is multiplied by 1, we get the product as the same number 3. Thus, to conclude, from this we can understand that the product of any number and 1 is the number itself. We will now solve a few examples from the exercise from page number 3. Write the proper number in the box. 1. 9 into 2 is equal to dash into 9. By interchanging, we get 9 into 2 is equal to 2 into 9. 2. Dash into 5 is equal to 5 into 8. 8 into 5 is equal to 5 into 8. 3. 6 into dash is equal to 4 into dash. The answer is 6 into 4 is equal to 4 into 6. 4. 4 into 1 is equal to dash. As the product of any number and 1 is the number itself, therefore 4 into 1 is equal to 4. 5. 9 into dash is equal to 9. The answer is 9 into 1 is equal to 9. 6. 5 into 0 is equal to dash. As the product of any number and 0 is 0, 5 into 0 is equal to 0. 7. 0 into 4 is equal to dash. The answer is 0 into 4 is equal to 0. 8. Dash into 0 is equal to 0. The answer is 0 into 0 is equal to 0. Multiplication without carrying over. Let us consider an example. 32 multiply 2. It is difficult to say 32 times table, or difficult to say the 2 times table up to 32s. Therefore, there is a simple method to find the product of such numbers. In this method, we have to first arrange the multiplication numbers vertically. Here we have to multiply 32 by 2. In the number 32, the digit in the units place is 2 and the digit in the tens place is 3. To begin with the multiplication, we will first multiply the unit number by a unit number. That is, here we have to multiply the units digit 2 by 2. We know that 2 2s are 4. Hence, we will write the product 4 in the units place of the product. Now, we will multiply the tens digit by the units digit. That is, we will multiply the tens digit 3 by the units digit 2. We know that 2 3s are 6. Hence, we will write the product 6 in the tens place of the product. Thus, we get 32 multiplied by 2 is equal to 64. We will now do a few sums from the exercise. Carry out the following multiplications. 1. 23 multiplied by 3. Here we have to multiply 23 by 3. In the number 23, the digit in the units place is 3 and the digit in the tens place is 2. First multiply the units digit 3 by 3. We know that 3 3s are 9. Therefore, we will write the product 9 in the units place of the product. Now we will multiply the tens digit 2 by 3. That is, 3 2s are 6. Therefore, we will write the product 6 in the tens place of the product. Thus, we get the product as 69. Hence, 23 multiplied by 3 is equal to 69. 2. 22 multiplied by 4. Here the digit in the units place of the number 22 is 2 and the digit in the tens place is also 2. So we will first multiply the units digit 2 by 4. As you know, the product of 2 and 4 is 8. We will write 8 in the units place of the product. Now, we will multiply the tens digit 2 by 4. As you know, that the product of 2 and 4 is again 8. We will again write 8 but in the tens place of the product. Hence, 22 multiplied by 4 is equal to 88. We will now see another method of multiplying a two-digit number by a one-digit number. Let us consider an example. 34 multiplied by 2. We can write 34 as 30 plus 4. Now, we will see how to find 34 multiplied by 2. As 30 into 2 is 60 and 4 into 2 is 8. Adding both the products, we get 60 plus 8, which is equal to 68. Hence, 34 multiplied by 2 is equal to 68. Let us see one more example. 23 multiplied by 4. 23 can be written as 20 plus 3. It is easy to find the product of 20 multiply 4 and 3 multiply 4. As 20 multiply 4 is equal to 80 and 3 multiply 4 is equal to 12. Adding 80 and 12, we get 92, which is the product of 23 and 4. Hence, 23 multiplied by 4 is equal to 92. So far, we have seen how to multiply a two-digit number by a one-digit number. Now, by following the same procedure, we are going to learn how to multiply a three-digit number by a one-digit number. Consider an example. 413 multiplied by 2. As we have done in the two-digit number, in the same way, we have to multiply each digit by 2. So, let's begin. In the three-digit number 413, 3 is in the units place, 1 is in the tens place, and 4 is in the hundreds place. First multiply the units place 3 by 2. 3 multiplied 2 is equal to 6. Write the product 6 in the units place of the product. Now multiply the tens digit 1 by 2. 1 multiplied 2 is equal to 2. Write the product 2 in the tens place of the product. Now multiply the hundreds digit 4 by 2. 4 multiplied 2 is equal to 8. Write the product 8 in the hundreds place of the product. So, we get the product as 826. Hence, 413 multiplied by 2 is equal to 826. Let us now solve a few examples of the exercise from page number 19. 1. 241 multiplied by 2. First multiply the units digit 1 by 2. Write the product 2 in the units place of the product. Then multiply the tens digit 4 by 2. Write the product 8 in the tens place of the product. Now multiply the hundreds digit 2 by 2. Write the product 4 in the hundreds place of the product. Thus, the product is 482. Hence, 241 multiplied by 2 is equal to 482. 2. 222 multiplied by 4. First multiply the units digit 2 by 4. Write the product 8 in the units place of the product. Multiply the tens digit 2 by 4. Write the product 8 in the tens place of the product. Now multiply the hundreds digit 2 by 4. Write the product 8 in the hundreds place of the product. the product we get is 888. Hence, 222 multiplied by 4 is equal to 888. 3. 430 multiplied by 2. We know that 0 multiplied by any number is 0. Therefore, 0 into 2 is equal to 0. Write 0 in the units place of the product. 3 into 2 is equal to 6. Write 6 in the tens place of the product. 4 into 2 is equal to 8. Write 8 in the hundreds place of the product. Hence, 430 multiplied by 2 is equal to 860. Multiplication by carrying over. Let us do a few examples from the exercise given on page number 20. Question 1. Multiply 12 by 7. The product is 14. Therefore, we will write the unit number 4 from the product 14 in the units place of the product and carry over 1, that is, in the tens place of the product above the digit in the tens place. Now, multiply 110 by 7. 1 sevens are 7. Thus, after adding the product 7 tens to the carried over 110, we get 8 tens. Hence, we will write 8 in the tens place of the product. So, the product is 84. Hence, 12 multiplied by 7 is 84. Question 2. 16 multiplied by 5. First multiply 6 units by 5. In the product 30, write 0 in the units place of the product and carry over 3 to the tens column. Now, multiply 110 by 5. Add the product 5 tens to the carried over 3 tens. Thus, 5 tens plus 3 tens is equal to 8 tens. Therefore, write 8 in the tens place of the product. So, the product is 80. Hence, 16 multiplied by 5 is 80. We will now do multiplication of greater numbers. For example, 76 multiplied by 8. 76 is the two-digit number. Here, 6 is in the units place and 7 is in the tens place. We know that. First, we have to multiply 6 units by 8. The product is 48. In 48, write 8 in the units place of the product and carry over 4 to the tens column. Now, multiply 7 tens by 8. The product is 56 tens. Thus, adding 56 tens and the carried over 4 tens, we get 60 tens. 60 tens means 6 hundreds and 0 tens. So, we have to make a new hundreds place column. In 60, write 0 in the tens place of the product and 6 in the hundreds place of the product. So, the product we get is 608. Hence, 76 multiplied by 8 is equal to 608. Question 2. Multiply 85 by 9. First multiply the units digit 5 of 85 by 9. 5 multiplied by 9 is equal to 45. Write 5 in the units place of the product and carry over 4 to the tens column. Now, multiply the tens digit 8 of 85 by 9. 8 tens multiplied by 9 is equal to 72 tens. Thus, adding 72 tenths plus carried over 4 tenths is equal to 76 tenths. 76 tenths means 7 hundredths and 6 tenths. Hence, write 6 in the tens place of the product and 7 in the hundreds place of the product. Thus, the product is 765. Hence, 85 multiplied by 9 is equal to 765. Question 3. 69 multiplied by 7. 9 sevens are 63. Write 3 in the units place of the product and 6 above tens column. Now, 6 tenths multiplied by 7 is equal to 42 tenths. Thus, 42 tenths plus 6 tenths is equal to 48 tenths. 48 tenths means 4 hundredths and 8 tenths. Hence, write 8 in the tens place of the product and 4 in the hundreds place of the product. Thus, the product is 483. Hence, 69 multiplied by 7 is equal to 483. Question 6. 70 multiplied by 4. 0 multiplied by 4 is equal to 0 and 7 multiplied by 4 is equal to 28. So, the product of 70 and 4 is 280. Hence, 70 multiplied by 4 is equal to 280. Let us now see how to multiply a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number by carrying over to the tens place. Consider an example. 216 multiplied by 2. First, write the given number in their respective places. First, multiply the units digit 6 by 2. 6 2s are 12. Write 2 in the units place of the product and carry over 110 above tens place. Now, multiply 110 by 2. 110 multiplied by 2 is equal to 2 tenths. When we add 2 tenths and carry over 110, we get 3 tenths. So, write 3 in the tens place of the product. Now, multiply 2 hundredths by 2. Write 4 in the hundreds place of the product. So, the product is 432. Hence, 216 multiplied by 2 is equal to 432. We will now solve a few examples from the exercise in page number 23. Question 1. Multiply 224 by 3. First, multiply 4 units by 3. The product is 12. Write 2 in the units place of the product and carry over 1 to the tens place. Now, multiply 2 tenths by 3. The product is 6 tenths. Add 6 tenths to the carried over 1 tenths. That is 6 plus 1, which is equal to 7. Write 7 in the tens place of the product. Now, multiply 2 hundredths by 3. Write 6 in the hundreds place of the product. So, the product is 672. Hence, 224 multiplied by 3 is equal to 672. Question 2. Multiply 109 by 9. Multiply 9 in the units place by 9. The product is 81. Write 1 in the units place of the product and carry over 8 to the tens column. Now, multiply 0 in the tens place by 9. 0 nines are 0. Therefore, now, when we zero tens plus the carried over 8 tens, we get 8 tens. Write 8 in the tens place of the product. Now, multiply 1 in the hundreds place by 9. Write the product 9 in the hundreds place of the product. So, the product is 981. Hence, 109 multiplied by 9 is equal to 981. Let us now see how to multiply a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number by carrying over to the tens and the hundreds place. Consider an example. Multiply 124 by 5. First, arrange the numbers vertically. 4 units multiplied by 5 is equal to 20 units. 20 units means 2 tens and 0 units. Write 0 in the units place of the product. Carry over 2 tens to the tens place. Now, 2 tens multiplied by 5 is equal to 10 tens. 10 tens plus 2 tens is equal to 12 tens. 12 tens means 100 and 2 tens. Write 2 tens in the tens place of the product and carry over 100 to the hundreds place. Now, 100 multiplied by 5 is equal to 500s. 500s plus carried over 100 is equal to 600s. Write 6 in the hundreds place of the product. Therefore, the product is 620. Hence, 124 multiplied by 5 is equal to 620. We will now do a few examples from the exercise. Question 1. Multiply 375 by 2. 5 units multiplied by 2 is equal to 10 units. Write 0 in the units place and carry over 1 to the tens place. Now, 7 tens multiplied by 2 is equal to 14 tens. 14 tens plus 1 ten is equal to 15 tens. Write 5 in the tens place and carry over 1 to the hundreds place. Now, 300s multiplied by 2 is equal to 600s. 600s plus 100 is equal to 700s. Thus, the product is 750. Hence, 375 multiplied by 2 is equal to 750. Question 2. 126 multiplied by 6. 6 multiplied by 6 is equal to 36. Write 6 in the units place and carry over 3 to the tens place. Now, 2 multiplied by 6 is equal to 12. 12 plus 3 is equal to 15. Write 5 in the tens place and carry over 1 to the hundreds place. Now, 1 multiplied by 6 is equal to 6. And 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. Write 7 in the hundreds place. Thus, the product is
756. Hence, 126 multiplied by 6 is equal to 756. Question 6. 300 multiplied by 2. 2 zeros are 0. 2 zeros are 0. 2 threes are 6. Thus, the product is 600. Hence, 300 multiplied by 2 is equal to 600. Question 7. 138 multiplied by 7. 7 eighths are 56. Write 6 in the units place and carry over 5 to the tens place. Now, 7 threes are 21. 21 plus 5 is equal to 26. Write 6 in the tens place and carry over 2 to the hundreds place. Further, 7 ones are 7. 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. Thus, the product is 966. Hence, 138 multiplied by 7 is 966. Question 8. 319 multiplied by 2. 2 nines are 18. Write 8 in the units place and carry 1 in the tens place. Now, 2 1 is 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Write 3 in the tens place. Further, 2 threes are 6. Write 6 in the hundreds place. Thus, the product is 638. Hence, 319 multiplied by 2 is equal to 638.